Hey guys, welcome back to part two of an introduction to Python. So we're going to be building a project today, right after we finish creating after I finish showing you how to create a function. We won't be using a function in our project, but it's fun to look at it. So let's get started. So I was here, remember? So what you do is you can say define def and then your function name. Let's name it A. And then let me just quickly show you. So there's multiplication. Define multiplication. Wait. I'm just gonna check if this works. Fine. Now we quickly see. Let's see. We go back to my give me 5. Gamma 5. Gamma 5. Oh. Gamma 5. Gamma 4. Gamma 5. Gamma 5. Gamma 5. Gamma 5. Just gonna say, I'm just going to website. What is built? We don't need to know what built-in functions is. You should know that already. Look, built-in. There we go. So you do is do this. So now what you can do is you can say, let's say print and 2 plus 2. So that's our function. So we can use that function. 2 times 2. Should know the operations. And then, oops. So now what you can do is we can call that function. I'm gonna say how you do that is I don't know the exact spelling of multiplication. Multiplication, then we do this. And then when we run it, it'll show 4 because 2 times 2 is 4. But what if we want, you've probably heard of this, parameters and arguments. So basically what you can do instead is we can pass in some values. Let's say one digit, one number, and then we do it this way, 2 number. Oops, we'll just name it number 1, number 2. So we can say print number 1, and we can say number 2. Now what we can do is we can say 2, 2, and it'll print 4. And if we say 2, 4, then it'll print 8. But pretend we want the user to think of 2 numbers. Well, in that case, let's see if you can guess it. You can pause the video and guess how to do it. Okay, I assume that you paused the video now, and I've looked at it, so the answer to that is input. So what we do is we say input, and then what we can do is we'll say input, and we'll say type a number, and then we'll, oh right, we have to say it int b is equal, and type another number, and then we can just say multiplication A, multiplication B. Now what we can do is, let's say 4, 16. Let's try a different number. 2, 4, 8. So yeah, that's functions. Now to get started on our project. Oh, and also last thing, they're imports. Okay, I don't know. We can discuss that with the thing. So let me show you what we're gonna be building. So this is what we're gonna be building. Okay, and this is the code, and when we run it, this is just installing all the packages, package files. That's this. It's just and then you see this is updating all the time. June 6th, 2020, and then it'll update later. So yeah. So what we can do is we're gonna squeeze this together. So first what we have to do is put the imports. So this is going to import everything that we want, our libraries basically, okay? And then that'll install the libraries. Oh, and first let me just show you something in Command X. I'll show you something. We can delete this. So let me delete. Now you see, it's when we import this, when we run it, it's basically, look over here. Wait, let me quickly annotate. Look over here. Okay. You see? It created 2 automatic files. Okay? We're gonna need those files because that includes all our libraries. So basically, yeah, that's that. You need to import these. So then next is the variables. The variable again is equal to 0. Okay? Really, you should have said true, because true is a boolean, which means it's like a true or false thing. No, then you guessed it, while again is equal to 0. But as I said, we're supposed to say true. This is the more advanced way of saying it. And now so remember when I told you about, oh yeah, I did. So while loops will repeat something until another thing happens, the repeat blocks in Scratch. So while again is equal to true. So while so in Scratch, remember there's the block called repeat until, and then that. So while the same. same principle. So repeat until, so while again is equal to true is the same thing as repeat until again is equal to false. So yeah. So while again is equal to true, and then what we do is we're going, remember, so basically let me first tell you something. So you see, when we import something, and when we use something from that library, we basically have to use the name of the library, dot, and then the thing. So we imported OS and time. So if we want to make it like time, let's just like make it like sleep for a number of seconds, like wait. So if we say sleep and then 1, that won't work because it doesn't know what sleep is. So you have to say time, which is the library name, dot sleep. Same goes for turtle if you use the Python with turtle. Remember turtle dot shape, all that. So while again is equal to true, then you see this, it's os dot, no, clear is equal to lambda. So now we're gonna get all of the setups. Now basically, you can type all this in. Feel free to pause the video. So clear is equal to lambda os dot system, and then clear. And then this is this, and then this is this. My time zone is close to Los Angeles. What you can do is basically there's this, and basically this is the link to the thing. So what you can do is you can find which place is the closest to yours, which will have the closest time zone to yours. I'll go slower. Actually, you know what? No, I'm just going to, you know what? I'm just going to keep this way, and then I'm going to keep this open for you to see while I'm doing it, and then once you've figured out the thing, you can change it. I'm living my closest time zone in this is basically the time zone is, my closest time zone is America / Los Angeles. So I'll put the link in the description for this. But mine is closest to Los Angeles, so it'll be America / Los Angeles. Now what you do next is, this is like telling all, like, is setting up the thing for our time. Still, it won't do anything because we haven't like actually like made it do anything. So now what you can do is, here's the final part where it prints something. So this is what it does, and when we play it now, yeah, it's gonna keep going because there's another part. But this this date time thing, I mean this time zone thing, it has the libraries with this and then this, so it'll read this as this would be the like the hour, then the date, and then the year, and then and then there's this. which is there even when you don't import it. You can just basically what you do, what it does, it'll make like a new line. So if we took this out, we took hold on. We took this out. You see, it's gonna be like on the same line. And we don't want that. So we're gonna keep that. Oops, not really. Yeah, and we really need this to we really need it to work. We really like it's just like we really need to make it clear up. How we do that is we can put this time.sleep one and clear. It'll wait 1 second and then clear, but this thing will be running forever. So basically it'll look like this, and then this will be updating. Now you can change the format of this by maybe saying you can experiment around with this. No. Yeah, it's a good experiment around with. In fact, I experimented out with this project and I found out that it was best with this format. Earlier it was like in your school days, you wrote it like this, and or you were you did the month and then the date and then the year. You can put that if you want, but I decided to make a cool, neat format. So I did this. So, and then, but there's one last thing missing. You see, it'll show the day is Friday. It won't show this for yours unless it actually is Friday. It'll show the day will be different on yours. The time will be different on yours. Friday will there's a very likely chance that it will be different, but unless it's Friday and you decide to take a day off and watch this. I have to agree with you, this video is getting pretty cool. Anyway, so we can copy this. So let me copy that. And let's put it here. Now, but when we run it, it'll give an error because the DOW is not defined. Might be asking, what is this? Is this another joke? I thought you said everything's defined inside the library. No, this was our own variable that we defined. So we can copy this. You can type then this, but let me copy it. So you see, if the now.us Eastern.weekday, that's basically like the number version is equal to 1, then the DOW would be equal to Tuesday, and then Wednesday, then Thursday, Friday, then Saturday, then Sunday, then if none of that's true, then we'll make it Monday. So today is, yeah. And let's see. Date is now. Do you see a difference? I just want to ask you. No? Well, yeah. So, that's that. And now what what I can do to make it extra, you don't have to do this, is I can basically just experiment around with this. Maybe what would happen if I make this, let's say D uppercase. Dune. Oh boy. This is not gonna end very well. Yeah, specific. But what if I make the Y lowercase? Do you ever think of that? June 26, 20. More like your school days, huh? Unless you're a kid watching this, you know what it feels like to be a kid. Then, S, lowercase s, what would that do? Yeah, it's best I keep it uppercase. What about lowercase h? No, that's same as this, I'll just show that. What about lowercase m? 1006. Oh, that definitely won't be good. So yeah, you can experiment with this too. And then what if you change this to 2? Nothing really good will happen. It just wait for 2 seconds before it updated this up to seconds. So just wait 2 seconds. So time.sleep. So then the OS thing, this is the only place where we're using OS. So yeah, and if you want yours to be like longer, but like I prefer to use this way, but really it won't make a difference if we take out the time here and we say import time. It won't make a difference. Let me show you. See, it won't make a difference. Wait, the seconds are more accurate now. Oh, I know why, because it's having like less things to like run on. Like it's having like less things to like concatenate. So things. Anyway, so I wonder what this would be. What if we ran this? No. I wonder what this is. Your name, authors, your name, you at example.com. Okay? I'm just gonna leave it as it is. And you can see this. So yeah, REPL.it's pretty cool actually. And time for some spoilers. Soon you're going to be able to use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I just quickly want to show you something. You see, what I can do is let me show you. You can right click and you can click on inspect, and ta-da, you can see all the code. REPL.it. And if you know how to publish hacking, then might as well just delete the body tag. Not gonna do that. Do like good hacking. Hey, and plus you can practice JavaScript in the console tab. Let me just teach you a little bit of JavaScript. Kind of like Python, but when you use it with HTML, CSS, and when you use it with HTML and CSS, it's more like creating websites. Uncut and promise, sure. Anyway, so what you can do to like print stuff in JavaScript is console.log. So we can say it's kind of like print statement. You need to put this in. So the console part will like print it in the console, but then which is basically here. The log part, well, it's basically like writing that stuff. So we can say hi, and then it'll say hi. Then what next thing is console.warn. I'm just gonna say some cool stuff. Somebody is going to hack you. His name is Jahaan. So you can say that. It shows an error. And then you can open it and it'll show blah blah blah. But somebody's gonna hack you. His name is Jahaan. Now finally console.error. Error. I hacked into it. Okay. Now let's say console.error. Boom. Now glitch. And now what you can do, I hope this works, is var, this is for variables, var, I hope this works in the Chrome DevTools. Var 4 is equal to 2 plus 2, let's just say that. And then we can say console.log. Hope this works. Let's say 4. Oh, right. My bad. Can't put, it's kind of like Python. See? You can't put them in it when it's a variable name. 4, because we defined it. What if we say console.error? JavaScript is, I have to agree with you. I have to agree with myself, basically. JavaScript is kind of cooler than Python. I mean, with all the stuff you can do. That's 4. Because, yeah. And, yeah. So, this is how you do it. And then you can hack. It won't actually be public, but let's say I'm just gonna look for something. Styles. I'm just gonna go to style.css. Oops. Font family would be. I'd change it to Fire Code Light. Fire Code Light. So, I hope, no, that won't work. Oh, yes, it did work. Look, Fire Code Light. Now we need to change this to Fire Code Light. I'm just going to say plus, and I'm going to name it, I'm just going to put this, and then I'm going to say font family is equal to, and I'm going to say, this is CSS by the way, so font family is equal to, I'm going to say, yeah, Fire Code. Fire Code Light. That's how you hack into stuff. You do what you feel like doing, and ta-da! You can edit your thing. Literally, and even when you try to do this, it'll show like literally Fire Code Light. It might not be available on your thing, but yeah. So yeah, that's good. And the code will still be the same. We can do this and then, yeah, pretty cool if you ask me. So, yup, set for that, and then if you want to see more of my videos and you want to see more about me, go to jp.fireballtechnologies.com. And yeah, see more about me, kids currently in progress, creations, you can see some of my games. About me, yes, I have to change it still technically in 3rd grade. And then I love coding in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Python. And then, yeah, I stopped doing it recently. Yeah. I can just, there. Subscribe. I hope you already subscribed to my YouTube channel. It would have said subscribed here. If you didn't, then do it. And don't forget to watch my Roblox Studio videos. Trust me, you can create awesome games on Roblox. Okay, enough of the side topics. Okay. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the video. So, bye.